What if there was a simple nightly ritual that could restore the kind of firm, confident erections you had decades ago, without a single pill, injection, or expensive procedure? Most men over 60 have never heard about this one natural oil that, when applied to a specific hidden area of your body, can dramatically improve circulation and masculine vitality in just 1 week. My name is Dr. Eva Hart, and for the past 14 years as a certified urologist, I have dedicated my career to helping men over 60 reclaim their strength and confidence naturally. I have witnessed thousands of patients who walked into my office believing their best years were behind them, only to discover that their masculinity could be restored without shame or complicated treatments. This is about more than just performance. This is about reclaiming your identity as a man, your confidence in intimate moments, and the energy that makes you feel truly alive. The solution does not come from what you swallow, but from what you apply to one overlooked area of your body that directly controls blood flow to your masculine organs. I know this topic can feel uncomfortable to discuss, but silence causes more harm than openness. Tonight, I will show you exactly how one common oil can transform your circulation, strengthen your erections, and restore your natural vitality in just 7 days. But here is the critical part. If you apply this oil in the wrong location, you will see absolutely no results. Stay with me until the end because the final piece of information I share could be the breakthrough that changes everything for you. And if this topic resonates with you, share in the comments what exactly speaks to you. And if it does not, let me know how I can improve the content and what topic would be more interesting for you. But first, you need to understand why so many men struggle with this issue after 60, and it has nothing to do with what most doctors tell you. The real culprit hiding behind declining masculine function might shock you, and it is something happening inside your body right now. Section 1. The hidden truth behind declining masculine function after 60. Let me tell you something that quietly destroys masculine vitality after 60, and most men never realize it is happening until it is too late. When I see patients in their 60s and 70s, they often say the same thing: "Doctor, I do not feel like myself anymore. My energy has vanished, and intimacy feels like a distant memory." Truth is, it is not because your body has given up on you. The real foundation of masculine performance is not what most men think. While testosterone gets all the attention, the actual key to firm, lasting erections is circulation. When blood vessels lose their flexibility and arteries begin to narrow, the delicate network of circulation to your lower body becomes sluggish. This is why so many quick fixes fail. They target symptoms, not the root cause. But here is what gives me hope for every man listening. Unlike hormone levels that naturally decline with age, blood flow can be stimulated, improved, and restored. I have seen it happen countless times with my patients. The method I am about to share works with your body, not against it, helping you rekindle the natural strength you thought was gone forever. What makes this approach so powerful is that it addresses circulation at its source. When you understand how to activate the major blood vessels that feed masculine organs, everything downstream begins to respond. This is not about temporary solutions, this is about sustainable restoration. Now that you understand the real foundation of masculine vitality, let me reveal why one natural oil succeeds where expensive treatments have failed. The science behind this might surprise you, but the results speak for themselves. Section 2. Why this natural oil succeeds where expensive treatments fail. I have watched countless men grow frustrated because they have tried everything: pills, supplements, even costly procedures, yet their results were temporary at best. One gentleman recently told me, "Doctor, I feel like I have wasted years chasing solutions that never last." His experience is not unique, and the reason is simple. Most approaches treat the surface, not the core issue. Castor oil contains a unique compound called ricinoleic acid that sets it apart from any other natural remedy. Unlike ordinary oils that simply coat the skin, this acid penetrates deeply into soft tissues and interacts with specific receptors that cause blood vessels to relax and open. It stimulates circulation in a way that feels like your body is awakening from a long sleep. What makes castor oil even more remarkable is its ability to retain heat. When applied correctly, it creates a gentle warming effect that lingers for hours. This warmth calms the nervous system, eases tension in pelvic muscles, and invites blood to flow more freely. For men whose blood vessels have grown less responsive over time, this sustained therapeutic effect is invaluable. Key difference between castor oil and other remedies is duration and depth. While pills work for hours, this oil creates lasting change in the tissues themselves. When patients finally understand this mechanism, their skepticism turns to excitement because they realize they are not chasing another temporary fix, they are helping their body restore its natural function. But knowing about the oil is only half the equation. The other half is understanding exactly where to apply it, and this is where most men make a critical mistake that destroys their results. Section 3. The critical mistake that destroys your results. Here is something that might shock you. The biggest mistake men make when they first hear about using oils for masculine health is applying it directly to the penis. I understand this logic. It seems obvious to target the area where you want to see improvement. But after 14 years of helping men, I can tell you this approach delivers minimal results and often leaves men more discouraged than before. The real secret lies in an area most men completely overlook: the lower abdomen and groin region. This is where the internal iliac artery, one of your body's major circulation highways to reproductive organs, begins its journey. When blood flow is weak in this region, everything downstream suffers. But when you stimulate this area properly, the effect cascades forward, delivering enhanced circulation exactly where you need it most. This region is also rich in lymphatic vessels and nerve clusters that control reflexes and sensitivity. By focusing here, you are not just applying oil to skin, you are activating the deeper systems that govern masculine function. Many patients describe this as their body finally remembering sensations they had forgotten. Most men miss this completely, which is why they see no results despite following other advice. The lower abdomen holds the key to unlocking your body's natural circulation pathways, but only when you apply the oil using the proper technique. The next step is just as crucial: learning the exact method that maximizes every drop of oil you use. Get this wrong, and even the best oil applied to the right spot will fail to deliver results. Section 4. The exact method that maximizes every drop. I have had men return to me saying, "Doctor, I tried castor oil but did not notice much difference." When I ask them to demonstrate their method, the problem is immediately clear. They either used too much oil, applied it at the wrong time, or rubbed it in without proper technique. These details matter more than most men realize. Start with preparation. Clean the lower abdomen and groin area with warm water. This opens the pores and prepares the skin for deep absorption. Use only 3 to 5 drops of castor oil in your palm, less is genuinely more here. Rub your hands together to warm the oil before applying it to your skin. Apply the oil using slow, clockwise circular motions for 3 to 5 minutes. You are not massaging for muscle relaxation, you are stimulating blood vessels and encouraging them to open. Clockwise motion follows the natural flow of circulation and lymphatic drainage in this region. After application, place a warm compress over the treated area for 5 additional minutes. This step is crucial because it drives the oil deeper into the tissues and activates the receptors that control circulation. Many men skip this step and lose half the benefit. Timing is everything. Perform this routine 30 minutes before bedtime when your body naturally enters repair mode. This synchronizes the oil's effects with your body's healing processes, maximizing the restoration that occurs during sleep. These steps create a nightly ritual that trains your body to restore itself, but the oil's power can be undermined if your nighttime habits work against you. What you do in the hours before sleep can either amplify or destroy your results. Section 5. The nighttime habits that amplify or destroy your results. Over my years of practice, I have observed something fascinating. Some men follow the castor oil routine perfectly yet see slow results, while others notice dramatic improvement within days. The difference often comes down to what happens after they apply the oil, their nighttime habits, and sleep quality. Sleep is not merely rest for men over 60, it is your body's most powerful repair system. When you go to bed with a heavy meal, alcohol, or caffeine in your system, you rob your body of its natural ability to relax blood vessels and restore circulation. I have seen men struggle night after night with poor sleep and sluggish recovery, regardless of what else they try. By contrast, when a man respects his sleep, keeping dinner light, avoiding stimulants after sunset, and preparing his body for rest, the castor oil routine becomes dramatically more effective. Even your sleep position matters. Lying on your back with a thin pillow under your knees reduces pressure on the lower back and allows blood to move freely through the pelvic region. Taking several deep, slow breaths before closing your eyes activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the state of healing, repair, and enhanced circulation. This creates the ideal environment for the oil to work its therapeutic magic throughout the night. However, even with perfect technique and ideal sleep habits, not every man should begin this routine immediately. There are specific situations where caution is absolutely necessary, and understanding these can protect you from unexpected complications. Section 6. Important safety considerations you must know. As much as I believe in the power of natural restoration, I must speak to you as a doctor and emphasize this truth. No method, regardless of how natural, is appropriate for everyone. Some men are so eager to reclaim their strength that they rush into new routines without considering safety. That enthusiasm is understandable, but wisdom requires knowing your limits. If you take blood-thinning medications or vasodilators, exercise caution. Castor oil naturally encourages blood vessels to relax and expand. While this is beneficial, combining it with certain medications could lower blood pressure more than intended. I once treated a patient who ignored this warning and experienced sudden dizziness, a reminder that safety must come first. Men with sensitive skin, allergies, or dermatological conditions should test the oil on a small skin patch first. The lower abdomen and groin are sensitive areas, and you must ensure your skin accepts the oil before making it part of your routine. If you have recently had abdominal surgery, hernias, or liver conditions, consult your physician before beginning. These precautions are not meant to discourage you but to protect you. When you use castor oil wisely and safely, the benefits can be both lasting and transformative. Once you have addressed these considerations, you will be ready for something truly exciting, a structured plan designed to restore your circulation and vitality in just 1 week. Section 7. Your complete 7-day restoration plan. Many men ask me, "Doctor, how quickly will I actually feel a difference?" After years of disappointment, no man wants to wait months for results. That is why I developed this 7-day plan, short enough to maintain motivation, long enough for your body to respond in measurable ways. Days 1 through 3 focus on building the habit and gently awakening your circulatory system. Each night, apply the oil to your lower abdomen and groin following the proper technique. Allow yourself to rest deeply. Many men report feeling subtle warmth in the treated area, improved sleep quality, and a calmer mental state upon waking. These are early signs that your body is beginning to respond. Days 4 and 5 typically bring more encouraging changes. Some men notice the return of morning erections they have not experienced in months. Others describe renewed sensitivity in the pelvic region or increased energy throughout the day. These gentle signals confirm that your circulation is improving. Days 6 and 7 often deliver the most noticeable results. Many men report reduced pelvic tension, fewer nighttime bathroom trips, and a stronger sense of overall vitality. One patient told me, "Doctor, it felt like my body remembered something it had forgotten." This is the kind of restoration you may begin to experience. Remember, 7 days is just the foundation. With consistency, these improvements grow stronger and more permanent. But the most profound change is not just physical. It is the emotional transformation that comes with reclaiming your masculine confidence. Section 8. Reclaiming your identity and confidence. After guiding hundreds of men through this restoration process over my years of practice, I have learned something truly profound. What they ultimately reclaim extends far beyond improved circulation or stronger erections. It is their fundamental sense of identity and the deep confidence they thought had vanished forever with age. One patient in his late 60s told me with genuine emotion in his voice, "Doctor, I feel like myself again for the first time in years. I did not even realize how much of my identity and self-worth I had lost until I started getting it back." For many men, the greatest struggle they face is emotional and psychological rather than purely physical. They feel increasingly disconnected from their partners, hesitant and anxious about intimacy, even deeply ashamed of what they perceive as personal weakness or masculine failure. The silence and isolation around these issues only makes the emotional burden heavier and more devastating to bear alone. Society often tells men to simply accept these changes as inevitable, but I refuse to believe that narrative. But I want you to understand this fundamental truth with absolute clarity. You are not broken, damaged, or somehow less of a man because of these changes. Your body retains the inherent capacity to respond, heal, and restore proper function when given the right care, attention, and natural support. The vitality and strength you remember having in your younger years is not gone forever. It is simply dormant, waiting patiently for the right approach to awaken it from its slumber. What I witness repeatedly in my practice is how these physical improvements create an incredible psychological transformation. Men who felt invisible or inadequate suddenly stand taller, make eye contact again, and rediscover their sense of humor and playfulness. They start engaging in conversations they had been avoiding, planning activities they had given up on, and approaching their relationships with renewed enthusiasm and confidence. Each time you apply that oil with intention and care, each time you dedicate those precious few minutes to nurturing yourself at night, you send a powerful message to both your physical body and your spirit. I still value my strength and masculine vitality. I still deserve to feel confident and capable. I am still a man worthy of respect, connection, and intimate fulfillment with my partner. This daily act becomes a form of self-respect and self-advocacy that extends far beyond the physical routine itself. Transformation I observe goes deeper than just sexual function. Men report feeling more decisive in their daily lives, more willing to express their opinions, more comfortable in social situations, and more present in their relationships. They describe feeling like they have come back to life after months or years of feeling like they were slowly fading away or becoming invisible. These positive changes create a ripple effect that extends far beyond physical health improvements alone. They restore closeness and passion in relationships that may have grown distant, rebuild social confidence that may have eroded over time, and remind you that aging is fundamentally about resilience, adaptation, and wisdom, not inevitable decline and surrender to weakness. Partners often notice these changes before the men themselves do, commenting on renewed energy, improved mood, and a return of the confident man they fell in love with. I have seen marriages rekindled, friendships renewed, and men who had withdrawn from social activities suddenly becoming active participants in their communities again. The restoration of masculine confidence touches every aspect of a man's life: his work performance, his relationships with his children and grandchildren, his willingness to try new experiences, and his overall outlook on the future. Your masculinity was never truly lost or destroyed. It was simply waiting patiently for the right care and attention to awaken it from its dormant state. This simple but powerful routine can be the key that unlocks what you thought was gone forever, restoring not just physical function but the complete sense of being a vibrant, confident, and fully engaged man who still has so much to offer the world. Your body still remembers what it means to be strong, vital, and fully alive. 10 minutes before bed might seem like a small commitment, but I have witnessed how those 10 minutes can transform lives. Men return to me with renewed confidence, restored intimacy, and the quiet pride that comes from taking control of their health. Do not wait for another birthday to pass or for more distance to grow between you and the man you want to be. Start tonight with this simple step and let the results remind you of your true potential. Your best years are not behind you, they are waiting for you to claim them. If this message has given you hope, subscribe to never miss the natural science-based guidance I share specifically for men like you. Remember, you have the power to restore your vitality naturally, safely, and with dignity.